Hi guys, it's Claire back again. So today I wanted to share with you just a few habits or some of the most common habits that I've seen when people come to me for lessons, especially when they come for the first time. There are a few habits that I suppose most people tend to have. They'd be the most common ones. And the thing about these habits is that they not only inhibit the freedom of your voice and your range, but they also have long-term effects on the vocal cords. So I've had people come to me who have been singing for a long time, but just not singing in the right way or from the right place, using these habits, and I can hear in the vocal cords, like the vocal cords are tired, they're exhausted, and they're usually kind of swollen or a little bit damaged because people have not been singing in the correct way. Now, this damage is usually reversible, and there are ways you can reverse it. But today I'm just going to show you these habits and tell you how to get out of doing them so that you can start to sing correctly, okay? So the first and most common habit, and it comes with, everybody comes with this habit, so is singing from the throat. So people just seem to automatically assume that because it's singing, the vocal cords are in the throat, that you must sing from the throat. And so they're completely straining the vocal cords themselves because they're using the vocal cords to give them any volume or power. This is the worst thing you can do because the vocal cords are under constant pressure. They can't vibrate freely because of this pressure, and they're under such strain that they're going to become inflamed, and it can have long-term damage on them, that your voice will start to sound raspy, or it just won't sound smooth anymore. It's just going to not sound the same. It'll cause wear and tear, basically. It's like you're using this muscle all the time, but you're using it wrong. And so it's like if you did that with any other part of your body, any other muscle, you would have muscle damage, like wear and tear. So this is what happens to people's vocal cords because of them doing this. So what you want to do is you want to sing from your stomach, and I mean deep down, because what people do too is they don't breathe deep enough. This is how this happens. They don't breathe deep enough. They breathe into their chest, which you can't support yourself from there, and so they're then trying to support themselves with their vocal cords because they're not breathing deep enough. So you want to breathe deep in below your belly button. That's your support down there, and you breathe in there, and then you let the air fly up through your body, and it rings out here in your face, like by your nose. That's where your volume comes from. It's literally just air traveling up from the belly and ringing out here in your nose. So you want to feel a slight vibration here in your face, and you don't have any strain here. The vocal cords, the air is literally just flying up through them, and they're free. They're kind of vibrating free. So there's no strain on them whatsoever. So instead of going like singing here from your throat, you're really good bringing it up here in there into your nose. No, so it's not no here in the throat, you see, which is what people are doing, and they think this gives them volume. It's no in there into here. So breathing deep. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to be sure of. You want to breathe in deep into the belly and let it ring in here. Think of it kind of pouring it through your nose, okay? And the second most common habit, this can also cause strain, because you're clenching, it's to do with tension, is your jaw. People clench their jaws, right? And they bite the sound, so the sound isn't free. So when you're singing, the face shape you want, and I was explaining this in my last video, you want your kiss mouth, and you always want that gap between your teeth back here. And what people do is they crunch like that instead of having a lazy jaw like that. So your jaw should barely move. So when I'm doing that, I'm not going ma, right? You know, I'm not moving my jaw up and down like that. People jaw the sound, and this it stops the sound from being free because it's leaking, and when you're going up higher, it's being crunched, right? So you want to go ma. See how I don't move my jaw? Or we'll do something more. Even if you go yet, right? You want to keep the jaw, your tongue is here behind your teeth, and you don't want to move the jaw. So you're not going yet like that. You're going yet. See? Barely any jaw movement. And the is going in here, so it's moving in here. Yet. And you can see I'm breathing deep into here again. Yet, okay? So very little jaw movement. And one way you can get out of that, because sometimes people find it hard to do that and they're trying to keep it still and then they're crunching, it's just do like this. Just loosen it out a little. See? And people find that when they're singing up higher, that if you give that little bit of movement in the jaw, the notes will free out. Like, for example, if you're going wee and you're squeezing like that, you're trying to squeeze with your jaw, it won't come out. But if you go wee like that, it'll free it out. So just practice that if you find you're biting the sound, and practice singing from your stomach and ringing the sound in here. And these two exercises will help you to get out of those two most common habits that trip people up all the time when it comes to singing. It'll get you singing from the right place in the right way, and it will spare your vocal cords any trauma. So if you like this video, please give it a like and follow me here. And if you are interested in any vocal lessons, you can leave a comment here, or my email address is also here on my profile, so you can email me as well. Okay, great. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.